like as being on your own, like what is like probably like one of the biggest challenges you found over the last few years, like something that just sticks out in your mind that you still are trying to kind of figure out or have figured out luckily already?
It's a great question, and because I had a business partner, I've seen both sides of things, and I think that, well, like it's hard. I mean, it's harder to grow the company, I think, when you're on your own because, yeah, because of just what you described. Like you guys are you can divide and conquer, and you have aligned goals and stuff like that. The thing I miss is like having somebody to high five, like, or just I'm a middle child. Like I'm an extrovert. I'm like COVID's kind of hard for me because I like being around people, and I'm literally like a hugger and a toucher, and like, so like I miss, like, if something goes well or like I land a big client, I'm like, oh, my dog's here. Like, I don't know. Like I just,
Like,
yeah, I know. My sister's an entrepreneur, so I check in with her, but she doesn't. We're in completely different businesses. So what I've done to address that is that's why I have my own office, because my office is in I have an office, but my next door neighbor is another producer, and there's another producer right next door to that too, and then another person that is in digital marketing. So those are sort of like my colleagues and people that I can high
Nice.
five, and like sometimes we go to conferences together and stuff like that. Somebody to talk to. So honestly, as flaky as that sounds, like that's what I that's what I miss. Um, but the um, the nice thing is, like, if I have a gut instinct or if I have a feeling about how things should go, I don't have to explain it to anybody, which
mm,
is pretty nice. And I've found that my gut instincts are, they they're okay. Like, they seem to work. And so um, sometimes I can just fly at my own pace. I can move really fast. Um, so that's cool. But yeah.
yeah, luckily Kyrill and I are always on the, mostly I would say like 99% on the same page with most of the stuff. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, like I have this feeling about that, and it's like, oh yeah, I had that too. I was like, okay, cool, let's let's go with that.
Yeah.
We shock ourselves sometimes when we're already on the same page of stuff. We find that a lot of the sometimes we're arguing about the same thing but don't realize it. And
Yeah.
at one point I'm like, dude, we're saying the same thing just in our own
We're
way.
having a violent agreement, they say. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
He
Exactly.
changes the words. Like I'll say something and he'll rephrase it, but it's rephrased improperly. So I'm like, what are you saying? That's the opposite of what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, like a lot of it is the same. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'd totally check out how I built this as a podcast, because that's one thing. Because a lot of these big, successful businesses, they almost all are like two or three or four people that have built the company. I mean, there's lots of people,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of partners that have built great companies. So it's a cool podcast. It's very reassuring to hear other people's struggles.